What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Casper's Kicks once again. Hope y'all enjoyed the long 3-day weekend if you were able to get the Monday off for Labor Day. I enjoyed myself, got to rest and relax for a little bit before getting back into this week. So in this video, of course, going to go over the daily lace up and then going to do a hold or sell prediction over the Jordan 1 Yellow Toe. These are set to come out end of September in the US. They've already released overseas in Europe. So, you know, a couple weeks away. So I'm just going to give y'all my opinion on what I think the Jordan 1 Yellow Toes will do over time. Of course, right when they release and then later down the line into next year and just as time continues on. So, of course, like I mentioned, starting off with the daily lace up, just a couple sneaker updates today. I'm recording this on Monday, so this is all the stuff that we got this morning. So first and foremost, if you're a fan of Crocs or you're into Crocs, I know not everybody is, but we're set to get a restock on the Lightning Mcqueen Crocs, and that is on September 8th, this upcoming Thursday, 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, which I believe is 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. So if you're interested in the Crocs, I believe it'll be on the Crocs website, I want to say. So if you're into the Crocs and want a pair, you have another opportunity. Now, continuing on, I know I mentioned in my last video, Nike was going to be restocking some things over the next couple of weeks of September. So this is what popped up on the Nike app this morning. It says get ready for restocks and new drops. So this week we got the vote was on a dunk on which dunk we wanted to come back or which dunk we wanted to restock. So we got two this morning. We got a dunk high and a dunk low. One is this all black dunk low with a white swoosh, and then the dunk high is like a brownish colored dunk with a white swoosh. I was going through the comments on Twitter and people were just clowning these two shoes. Not a fan of them. Like, people just weren't interested in these two shoes at all. So I'd be curious to see as the next 3 weeks come up, what exactly will be restocked, because if it's stuff like this, people are not going to be that interested in actually getting these shoes. Now, two more updates. One, we're getting a Supreme and Nike blazer that is set to drop, I believe, later this Thursday. We got two colorways. Looks like a denim colorway and then a kind of black leather colorway. I'm not the biggest fan of these. I don't like them at all. But if you like blazers and you like Supreme, then you will have an opportunity to cop these later this week. And then last but not least, and honestly, I'm not going to cover everything in this video because it is a lot that goes to it, but just kind of want to introduce y'all to it in case I do make a video later down the line about it. But this whole stuff between Kanye West and Adidas is just picking up steam as we go. And the last update we got from Kanye was he was giving, I think it was like a grace period he was trying to give Adidas to let him out of his contract. But the last update we got was that he was giving Adidas till Tuesday to let him out of his contract and end things, and they go about their separate ways. So this video is posted on Tuesday, so we're gonna see today what exactly happens between Kanye West and Adidas. But it has just been a whole bunch of stuff. He's been accusing them of stealing his designs and whatnot. Of course, we've seen that with like the Addy Foams or Addy Foam that just came out, and then we saw the Addy Light slides that Adidas had as well. Both of those look similar to the Foam Runner and the Yeezy slides respectively. So I'm curious to see what happens between Kanye West and Adidas. If y'all have been up to date on this story, let me know in the comments what y'all think about it. And yeah, I'm interested to see what happens, and if he does leave Adidas, where does he end up? Does he go back to Nike, or does he go and do his own thing? So that is everything I had for the daily lace up. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the rest of this video, but let's get into it. Alright, so jumping into this hold or sell over the Jordan 1 Yellow Toe. So how I'm gonna break down this video, of course, my opinion on what I think hold or sell was for the shoe. I'm gonna go through the prices of what the shoe look like right now on StockX. And then also I'm going to compare to the other Jordan 1 Black Toes that we've gotten over the previous years to look at prices of what they've done over time since they've released. So starting off with my opinion, first and foremost, I think these are going to end up being a hold right now. I think just based off what the prices look like right now, I just see it being a hold for some of the sizes. I think bigger sizes, of course, could do well on release date, but I think later down the line is when the shoe will really shoot up in price, especially with how sneakers have been sitting around right now and people haven't been buying like crazy. I just think this one is going to be one of those that, man, you can make a little bit of money right now on the shoe, but really like later down the line is when you're going to have the ability to actually sell these for a good amount of money compared to what you'll be able to sell them for right now. like I said, I think it's just the way the sneaker market has been going right now and just how things have been. And yeah, that's just how it goes. So another reason that I think they're going to be more of a hold right now for these yellow toes is what the price is right now. So I'm going to look on stock, or I have StockX pulled up. So I'm going to go and screen record just so y'all can see what I'm looking at. But this yellow toe that I have right here is a size 11.5. So I did go ahead and pull up the size 11.5 on StockX. So last sell on the shoe was $246, and then they have the buy now lowest ask is $257. And then the highest bid is set at $230 right now. Now, retail price on the shoe is $170. So based off the current prices right now, like I mentioned, you can make a little bit of money off the shoe right now. So there's nothing wrong with if you have the shoe now selling right now. Even on release date in the US, I could see the price going down a little more. But I still think you'll have the ability to make lunch money on this shoe, like 10, 20, 30 bucks off the shoe selling on release day. So 11.5 is actually one of the biggest sizes. So I'm going to pull up everything or all the other prices for the sizes. So if we go even bigger, like size 13, $255, size 14, $261. But if we go down to the smallest sizes, like let's say a size 8.5 in men's, last sale was $192. Lowest ask is $193, and then highest bid is $191. So a little bit lower for the smaller sizes. Of course, that's what we've seen with the trend in sneakers lately. The bigger sizes tend to do well and do well over the smaller sizes. So once again, based off the prices now, and today is August 4th when or September 4th when I'm recording this video. So we're 20 days away from the release. But I see prices staying around this area, a couple 20, 30 over retail price. So like I said, you can make some lunch money selling right now, but I think down the line is where you'll really see the prices increase over the shoe. Like next year, probably towards the same time, you'll see prices higher than what they are right now. Now, like I said, I wanted to go over some of the other black toes that have released in previous past. So I will go ahead and go over to that. So we'll start with the Court Purple one. And those came out, I can't remember the exact date, I can tell y'all on here though. So the exact date they came out, September 22nd in 2018. So if I start off with an 11.5, since that's what we've been working with. So the last sell on 11.5 on this Court Purple 1.0 was $398. Lowest ask is $444, and then highest bid is $343. So it's been what, 4 years since this shoe came out. I had to count real quick. 4 years since the shoe last came out, and last sale on the shoe was basically $400. So prices have increased. We could even look at the chart for where things were back then. So if we go back to when they first released, they were sitting at $248. Well, yeah, around $248 on November 3rd, which is somewhere similar to where we're seeing the yellow toes sit right now. And then over time, the price has gone up. Just 2022 we saw, or 2020 we saw them hitting 500, and then just so forth and so on to where we are now at right around 400. So I can see the shoe following a similar pattern to this one, just because it is a black toe. People love the black toe color blocking and everything like that. Alright, so I had to put my phone on Do Not Disturb because I was getting notifications and stuff. Alright, so if you look at the smaller sizes on here, so let's go to a size 9. So as you see, the larger size on here have a higher price compared to the 11.5. So the last sale was $449 on the size 9. Lowest ask is $472, and then highest bid is $390. So as you see, prices are doing pretty well on these, and they came out back in 2018. So just kind of looking around, like a men's 7 is $720. It looks like a men's 12, $489. So prices are doing pretty well on these Jordan 1 Court Purples, and they are a black toe. Now I'll go ahead and do the Shadow 1.0s as well. I did take a look at those earlier, and I think those came out, I want to say 2018 as well. Yeah, those came out April 14th, 2018. Retail price on those was $160. So if we'll go back to 11.5, so last sale on 11.5 was $455. Lowest ask is $550. Highest bid is $500. And we can even look at the chart and go back to when they first released. So they're sitting on, so look, May 11th, they were at $172, and kind of sitting around that retail price, which is a little bit lower than where the yellow toes are sitting right now. And then as you just kind of go over, like 2020, we saw $455, and then just continuing on, we've seen prices kind of jump. Earlier this year in 2022, we saw $698, And then right around that 500 mark right now is where we see prices. And then looking at these smaller sizes, we'll do a size 9 again. Last sale is $449, and then lowest ask is $469. Highest bid is $425. So I just see these black toe color blocking on these Jordan 1s. They usually do pretty well over time, and just as the price will end up going up over time. So like I said, that is where I see this yellow toe going down the line. Look, I was getting confused with the different Jordan 1s, but that is where I see the yellow toe going down the line. Is even though the price is a little bit lower right now, I do see them eventually going up. Now, like I mentioned earlier, last sale on the 11.5 was $246. Now, as we get closer to the release date for these in the States, I for sure can see the price going down a little bit more, like I mentioned earlier, just because everybody over here will be trying to sell pairs and move pairs around. So I can see the price going down a little bit, but I still think they could end up doing very well going down the line. Could they get up to 500 eventually after a couple years? For sure, I think they could eventually get there. It'll just take some time. Like, it won't be one of those shoes where, like, right out the gate, they're already hitting that mark for $500 resale value. They released overseas already, so the US is like over a month behind on getting this pair over here for ourselves. So like I said, I'd be curious to see what y'all think about this one. Are you planning on holding the yellow toes? Or are you planning on selling them right away? Let me know. If I do end up getting extra pairs, I'll probably just hold on to them for a little bit, see if I can kind of use them as an investment and to put the money into something else whenever I do decide to sell them. If not, I'll just get rid of all my pairs right now and just keep the money flowing. But I'd be curious to see what y'all feel about this. Are you planning on holding them? Are you planning on selling them? Do you see the resale price going up to 500 later down the line? Do you see it kind of staying where it is now? Let me know in the comments, especially because the past Jordan 1s that we've gotten this year, they really haven't been reselling that well. Like, they've been around retail or under retail, maybe slightly above retail for some. But I think this shoe is actually going to change that for the Jordan 1 this year. So I'd be curious to see if y'all feel the same way, or do you see them actually kind of doing the same thing that previous Jordan 1s have done for the year. But as always, I do appreciate y'all for stopping. And go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, turn on the notification bell so you can stay up to date when I post new content. Of course, content coming all week, so just stay tuned to the channel. Once again, let me know how y'all are feeling about the Jordan 1 Yellow Toes holding or selling, and what do you think your resale prediction is on the shoe. I think just overall number, if I were to give a number, I can see them between 200 and 250 release date, and then probably a couple years down the line, 400 to 500 on this shoe. But let me know how y'all are feeling about it. But as always, hope you have a great rest of the week, and I'll catch you on the next video.